Now, from drying ranchland to shifting aquifer conditions, officials in Orange Grove say the problem is no longer just down the road. The town's primary source of water, the Evangeline Goliad Sands Aquifer, once considered a reliable source for decades, now may be shifting much faster than expected.
City leaders say that they are seeing a rapid change in both water levels and water quality in, well, just the past several days. And they're linking those concerns to recent large-scale groundwater pumping by the city of Corpus Christi. Now, our Bill Churchwell was in Orange Grove for us today, and he joins us now with that story. Bill?
Mike, Leslie, this is a city that believed its water supply would last 70 years, but now city officials say water levels are dropping faster than expected. To put this in context, Orange Grove uses about 300,000 gallons of water a day, but now the city of Corpus Christi is pumping millions daily from the Western Well Field. Todd Wright, the city administrator, says the aquifer is being overworked. At Triple M Ranch, outside of Orange Grove, Bruce Mummy says water is getting harder to find.
This ranch can't survive without water.
He showed me firsthand the impact. His water well, once set at 200 feet, now has to be lowered to 260 feet just to keep pulling water. He drilled a second well for backup, cut his cattle herd, and even let his ponds go dry, trying to conserve every drop.
One cow drinks 20 gallons a day. 20 gallons a day is for a cow. So if you have 10 cows, 10 times 20, 100 gallons just to satisfy their thirst.
He says the problem started just months ago. Around the same time, large-scale groundwater pumping ramped up in the region.
And even the water well service people that came out to drop my well, they said, you're not the only one in this area.
And it's not just ranchers seeing the impact. In Orange Grove, city leaders say their only water source, the Evangeline Goliad Sands Aquifer, is showing warning signs. After the city of Corpus Christi's new Western Well Field came online, Orange Grove recorded its largest drawdown ever.
We saw a 17-foot drop in our aquifer.
City Administrator Todd Wright says while levels partially recovered, the overall trend is declining faster than normal.
400 feet below is where our pump is sitting to suck water out of the Evangeline aquifer.
At the same time, water quality is shifting, with total dissolved solids rising close to federal limits.
So for us to see these drastic drops are very concerning to us.
Wright says what's happening now is especially troubling because long-term plans once projected this aquifer would last decades.
It's a 70-year plan that we were going to be sufficient with our aquifer. So to have these drastic changes definitely sped the timeline up.
For now, officials say the water is still safe to drink, but they've shifted to daily monitoring.
So once we hit 170-foot at water table, that is when we began our stage 1 voluntary drought conditions. As of yesterday, that water level was sitting at 165, so we're only 5 foot away from having to go into our drought contingency plan.
And that is something the city has only done once before in its history. That was back in 2008. Orange Grove is already in talks with the city of Alice to tap into their water line in an emergency. He also says that they plan to meet with the city of Corpus Christi tomorrow to share data and talk about solutions. Back to you.